Hello, spooky friends, and today I am going to be reviewing one of my favorites. It's a 5-star cozy movie all the way with a ton of comedy, and that is Haunted Honeymoon. It is a Gene Wilder film. It stars Radner and Dom DeLuise, and it has like the scary factor, but it also has a good whodunit factor as well. So let me just read to you what it says on the back of the DVD to kind of give you a better understanding of what the movie is about. Newly remastered in HD, which is this DVD here, and I bought this on Amazon a couple of years ago, and I will leave a link down in the description area below. It's the kit.co link. If you click on that, it will take you to the Amazon page that I purchased this from, and you can buy it as well if you're interested. It came out in 1986, so it is an older film, but that doesn't mean it's any less great because it's fantastic. It has a lot of comedy in it, and so it just, you would love it if you're into the scary but funny kind of movies. That is what this movie is. So let me get back to reading it. So what do you get when you combine three of Hollywood's most hysterical talents with a creepy old castle and a werewolf legend? An amiable, kinky blend of hijinks and horror that'll leave you howling with laughter. Gene Wilder, Gilda Radner, and Dom DeLuise star in this ingenious, amusing horror comedy that will put a smile on your face and keep it there. And it really does, from start to finish. At the mansion of his great aunt Kate, who is played by Dom DeLuise, Larry, which is played by Gene Wilder, is undergoing a psychological procedure designed to rid him of his irrational phobias by frightening them right out of him. But the jolts and frights may turn out to be the least of his problems when Kate names him her sole heir. Suddenly, the entire family seems a little too vigorous in participating in his therapy, leading Larry to believe that one of his jealous kin may be murderous, and that another may be a werewolf. The film's star, Gene Wilder, co-wrote and directed this hilarious comedy. And it really, truly is. I'm telling you, from start to finish, this movie has it all. Let me just say that. Like I said before, it is a cozy movie for me. I could watch this movie year-round, not just during the fall or Halloween time. This is one of those movies I watch all year round. And no matter how many times I see it, I still laugh like it's the first time I've ever seen it before. It is that good. Also, I would like to point out in this movie that it takes I don't know how I want to say it. It takes place like back in the maybe 30s or 40s, maybe early 50s, and they are doing a radio show. The three of them, Gene Wilder, Gilda Radner, and Dom DeLuise, they're doing a radio show at the beginning of the film. And in the radio show, Gilda Radner and Gene Wilder get married. And then it happens in real life. They really are getting married in real life. And so they get married and they go on their honeymoon, and they decide to honeymoon at the castle, which has been left to Gene Wilder. So that's how you get the honeymoon part of it. But it also pays tribute to the old-time radio shows. And I am a big fan of the old-time radio shows. I think they are phenomenal. Much better than movies could ever be today. or even back in the day, before TV was such a big thing back then. And you can find old time radio podcasts here on YouTube. If you put it into the search engine and you just put in old time radio shows, it will bring up a ton of different ones that you can listen to. But I'm going to tell you the ones that I personally like, the ones that I feel have the most drama and the most suspense and the most scary factor. And number one is my favorite I listen to over and over again each episode, and that is Inner Sanctum. Now, Inner Sanctum was a TV show at some point, but before that, it was an old-time radio show, and a spooky one at that. Their episodes, just from start to finish, are amazing. And Inner Sanctum had the most celebrities that would come on during that time. For example, Agnes Moorehead is in there a lot. If you don't know who that is, she plays Endora, Sam's mother, on Bewitched. Agnes Moorehead stars in several. Boris Karloff is in several. And Peter Lorre does several. And there's probably many more celebrities I just can't think of at the moment right now that have also done Inner Sanctum stories as well. So it is great. And if you're familiar with Peter Lorre, you know that distinctive voice that he has. And to hear him act in one of those shows or to be telling the story on the show is just phenomenal. I mean, yeah, I love it. It makes you want to know, oh my gosh, what's coming up next. And the imagery is what you make it in your own head. And that's another reason why I love those old time radio shows so much. And this movie plays tribute to that from start to finish. The ending of this movie has a major twist, but I love it. I remember when I first saw the movie and the end part came, and I was like, oh, no way. I was truly blown away by the ending, but it is phenomenal and I love it, and you really should check it out if you have never seen it already. It's definitely a classic in my book. But yeah, and there's a song in there that will get stuck in your head, and it's called Ball in the Jack, and that song will get stuck in your head. It's just one of those songs that is so catchy, like you just have to keep singing it over and over again. It's great. It's great. So I think that's going to do it for my review on Haunted Honeymoon. Not Hunted. Haunted Honeymoon. You should definitely give it a check out. And like I have said before, I am a big fan of Gene Wilder's comedy. I miss him so much. And as well as Gilda Radner, she was just so funny, and she led the way for a lot of female comedians. Dom DeLuise, I have never seen a movie with Dom DeLuise that I was not laughing so hard I was almost crying in. All three of them were phenomenal actors. And this movie with the three of them together is just fantastic. Now, there are some other celebrities in this movie as well, but they're not as big as the three main characters. Let me just say that. So with that, I will end this video. Please like this video. And if you have ever seen this movie, please let me know let us know down in the comment section below. And what your favorite part of the movie is and what your favorite line of the movie is. I think my favorite part of this movie, besides the ending, is the part where they're singing Ball in the Jack. I really like that part. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you for watching. And remember, stay spooky, my friends.